Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Supernatural Files, where we dive into everything supernatural, and everything and anything in between is not off limits. Today we're going over a peculiar witch, but not just any witch, a witch that can suck the souls out of little baby boys and girls and children all alike. And we're talking about a Shtriga. A Shtriga, probably most of you have not even heard of the word Shtriga. So let's get into the background of what a Shtriga witch is all about. So a Shtriga witch is a vampiric witch in Albania mythology and folklore that sucks the blood of the infants at night where they sleep and then turns into a flying insect, traditionally a moth, fly, or bee. Only the Shriga herself could cure the people that she has drained herself. The Shriga is often pictured as a woman with a hateful stare, sometimes wearing a cape, and a horribly disgusting face. They usually hide in hidden places in the forest and have supernatural powers. The term Shriga is used in all kinds of meanings. It's used also with the common meaning of witch, referring to a bad and ugly woman who casts evil spells to people. Male meaning for Shriga is Shrigu or Shrigan. Let's get into the legend, because there have been lots of folk stories and myths gone along with the term Shriga. So let's get back into the whole legend. According to legend, only the Shriga could cure the people that she had infected, often by spitting in their mouths. And those who were not cured inevitably sickened and died. The name could be also used to express a person that is evil. According to northern Albanian folklore, a woman is not born a witch. She becomes one, often because she is childless or made evil by envy, which is one of the many layers in hell itself. A strong belief in God could make people immune to be a witch, as he would protect them himself. Usually Shrigas were described as old or middle-aged women with gray, pale green or pale blue eyes, called white eyes or pale eyes, and a crooked nose. So this is where we get the whole folklore of us adopting what a witch is in our old stories. It comes from this Albanian Shriga. Their stare would make people so uncomfortable, and people were exposed to avoid them directly in the eye, because here's the secret: they have an evil eye. To ward off a witch, people could take a pinch of salt in their fingers and touch their closed eyes, mouth, heart, and the opposite side of the heart and the pit of the stomach, and then throw the salt in a direct flame, saying these key words: "Si eat Doslin, si eat Plasin," or just whisper 3 to 6 times: "Si eat Doslin, si eat Plasin," or they could say Plas, Siri, Keg. In some parts of Albania, people have been rumored to use garlic to send away the evil, or they have placed a puppet in the house, being built to catch the evil eye. Newborns, children, or beautiful girls have been said to catch the evil eye more easily. So in some Albanian regions, when meeting such a person, especially a newborn for the first time, people might say this phrase, Masha Allah, and touch the kid's nose to show their benevolence, and so the evil eye would not catch the little children. Edith Durham recorded several methods traditionally considered effective for defending yourself from the Shriga itself. A cross made of pig bone could be placed at the entrance of a church on Easter Sunday, rendering any Shriga inside unable to leave. they could then be captured and killed at the threshold as they vainly attempt pass. Further recorded the story that after draining blood from the victim, the Shtriga would generally go off into the woods and regurgitate it. If a silver coin were to be soaked in the blood and wrapped in a cloth, it would become an amulet offering permanent protection from any Shtriga. In Catholic legend, it is said that the Shtriga can be destroyed by using holy water with a cross in it. And in Islamic myth, it is said that the Shtriga can be sent away or killed by reciting verses from the Quran, specifically Ayatul Kursi 225 Surah Al-Baqarah, and spitting water on the Shtriga. Now that we have got into what the legend is about, let's get into the powers and how to, we've touched on defeating a Shtriga, so let's touch more on that. So the power of the Shtriga, the only power it has is the shape-shifting itself. And Shtrigas can only be killed in the human form. According to legend, Shtriga can be trapped in a building. Shtriga often drink too much blood and will routinely retire. The defense against a Shtriga is they can only be killed in the human form alone. So if they transform into another creature or another anything, you can't. But we've already touched about how you can go about killing a Shtriga with the pig's blood. You can get an amulet coin and put it into the vomit that the Shtriga has vomited up, and that will protect you from any kind of Shtriga that you will come across in the future. I don't know about you, but I'm glad Shtrigas are part of a dying breed, because no one really encounters a Shtriga and lives to tell the tale, or that they have gone so extinct that people have forgotten about the tale and the virtues of what a Shtriga is. Because being American, we have actually adopted many forms of the Shtriga itself, and we have warped it into what we like to call a witch. But what a witch is not what a Shtriga. Shtriga and witches are completely two opposite, because you have a witch that practices basically the elements that make up every little thing, from air, water, earth, light, darkness, fire. And then you have a Shtriga, which is actually a vampiric witch that sucks the souls out of the children and babies. And if I were you, I would probably like to have a regular witch versus a Shtriga witch. Thank you all for joining me. If you made it this far, be sure to red subscribe button down below. Thumbs up, click the notification bell to always on, and leave a comment down below. And I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.